Ola Campbell is on Nija.
Welcome.
The Code of Conduct Tribunal has adjourned the trial of Justice Walter Anagan indefinitely, pending determination of the appeal instituted by Justice Anagan at the Court of Appeal. Prosecution counsel Musa Ibrahim informed the tribunal that the application challenging the jurisdiction of the tribunal was supposed to be heard this Monday, but in view of the order of the Court of Appeal, he sought for an adjournment pending the determination of the matter. Kanu Agabi, who led the defense team, did not oppose the application. He also urged the tribunal to furnish his team with a record of proceedings. He expressed bitterness over the delay as the demand was made even before the tribunal gave an order directing Justice Anagan to step aside from his office. The chairman of the tribunal, Danladi Umar, who promised to direct the registrars to provide them with a copy, adjourned in compliance with the Court of Appeal order.
Meanwhile, senators cancelled its planned emergency plenary over the suspension of Nigeria's Chief Justice, Justice Walter Anagan. The decision to call off the emergency session, which was scheduled to hold on Tuesday, was contained in a statement signed by the Clerk of the Senate, Nelsa Ayewo. The statement did not, however, provide any reason for cancelling the planned emergency session. It is, however, believed that it would have been against the Senate rule to go ahead with the planned emergency plenary after the upper legislative chamber had on Monday approached the Supreme Court for interpretation of the suspension of the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Anagan. President Muhammadu Buhari had last Friday suspended Anagan over an allegation of impropriety leveled against him. In a swift reaction, Senate reached a decision to reconvene on Tuesday over the matter that was bound to sharply divide lawmakers along party lines.
Well, the Senate APC caucus has dissociated itself from the request by the Senate for the legal interpretation of the suspension of the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Anagan. The APC caucus said the Senate never met to take a resolution and at no time mandated anyone to approach the Supreme Court on the matter on its behalf.
Has approached the Supreme Court for the interpretation of the suspension of Justice Walter Anagan by the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. For the records, the Senate never met to take such a resolution and at no time mandated anyone to approach the Supreme Court on this matter on his behalf. For the records, the Senate never at any time met to take such a resolution and at no time mandated anyone to approach the Supreme Court on this matter on his behalf. Consequently, the Senate APC caucus disassociates itself from the said request for the legal interpretation of the suspension. Thank you.
Well, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says the suspension of Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Anagan, is not a descent to dictatorship, rather, by the Buhari-led administration, as being alleged in some quarters. The minister, who made the comment at a press briefing in Abuja, insists that the president's action is in line with the present administration's commitment to upholding the rule of law.
News of local and international reactions to Friday's suspension of the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Anagan. Minister of Information Lai Mohammed was quick to dispel insinuations of political undertones.
This is not about the forthcoming general elections. Neither does the suspension of the CGN signal the beginning of dictatorship. Muhammadu Buhari is an avowed Democrat, and this he has proven time and time again. The Code of Conduct Tribunal was acting within its powers in ordering the suspension of the former Chief Justice of Nigeria. And President Muhammadu Buhari was right in carrying out that order.
Mohammed accused the suspended CJN of using his office to frustrate the process of justice and appeared to put to rest issues surrounding jurisdiction of the Code of Conduct Tribunal.
All breaches of the Code of Conduct for public officers must be handled